Hi everybody, it's Unit 2. I can't believe we're already 3 weeks into the course. So this unit is all about the neuroscience of gratitude practicing. It's one of my favorite units because we get to dive deep into things I love. One, I love learning about the brain, and two, I love the idea of getting very deliberate about thinking about if we change the way we think, we can change the way we feel. And that is the purpose of gratitude practicing. Being very intentional about what we do with our thoughts in hopes of guiding ourselves into a space that is happy and pleasant and filled with optimism. So as we're studying the neuroscience, I'm going to really push you to seek out good research. Research that is interesting to you, that's about aspects of gratitude practicing that you want to know more about. By the end of it, you are going to be an expert in how these sorts of practices can change the brain. By the end of this unit, you're going to start working more on our learning portfolio project. Remember, this is our learning studio project. This is our big project that will culminate at the end of the semester with you identifying a positive psychology concept that would work well for a group that you've identified, some group in the world that is struggling with particular needs. We're going to start by exploring groups and needs to identify where you want to place your focus for this project. Think big, right? Because you're only building a prototype. You don't have to actually build something for this group. So it's fine to think of a group in another area of the world from where you live, or you can think locally about people around you. Okay, couple things to keep in mind. Late policy is going to start this week. And so that means if you have not asked for an extension before turning in something late, it will accrue a late penalty. After 2 weeks, I am not allowed to any longer accept that assignment. So be mindful of that. You can always check out your grades on CV Connect. And for this week, I'm going to ask you to direct message me so that I know you watched this video, this one request. So from now on, and Nora did this in one of her posts, and it made me realize how much we should all be doing it, but stating someone's name when you're doing a response to them. So stating like, Lizzie, comma, blah, 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 blah. I think the more we use each other's names, the more we get to know each other, the more we build community among ourselves. There will be a hangout posted each week of this unit, meaning at the beginning of each week, you need to post in that hangout, keep revisiting it. Remember, we said like all it takes is a couple seconds and minutes at a time, and you've done your piece to build our community bigger. All right, one other important thing that I think it was a little confusing for me at first, and then I had to work on it, and I'm going to ask you to work on it too. So we have Lizzie in our class, who's LG, those are her initials, and then we have Libby in our class, and her initials are LR. And it can get a little confusing with group work, so I wanted to point that out and for you to be mindful of it as we enter our gratitude practicing. I think that's it for the week. In these 3 weeks, be mindful of how your brain is working. Be mindful about how you are using gratitude practices. At the end of this unit, you will do a week of your own practices, and therefore, once again, you'll be able to be your own research subject to figure out how this research, how these practices, how these interventions impact your own life. With that, good luck and have a good week.